So we do not know anything accurately about Aesop or his work. When no complete translation of his fables has ever existed in English. Uh, Actually, he is rather like a movie star. Why he is a movie star? Alright. Everyone thinks they know him, but in fact, they only know him from certain roles he has played. The roles Aesop has played have been as a children's storyteller and as a clothes horse for Victorian morals, such as haste makes waste and pride comes before a fall. So, Aesop, we know Aesop. I personally think that Aesop is sort of a teacher who teaches his targeted people, his audiences, by telling stories. And that stories mostly contain a moral, a lesson. So these are the stories from where we can learn. So it is more like giving an advice with a story. Alright, no such morals actually occur in Aesop at all. The animal stories which parents still buy in quantities for their children's birthdays bear little resemblance to the real Aesop fables. So what we are in this modern age, in this modern time, we see that so parents nowadays in this 21st century, in this modern world, they still buy books for many reasons. One of the most important reasons is they try to make they try to create interest in reading books. They try to make their kids read books in order to create an interest in reading books, to make their kids a reader, so that they can educate themselves, they can develop their ethical propensity, so that they can be creating a consciousness among them, so that they can differentiate between good and bad. They can draw a line between dishonesty and honesty, and alike so many other things. Parents buy books for their children on different occasions, or regardless of any occasions. But the books they buy, they have grave interest in buying Aesop's books, the collections of the stories of Aesop's. But these stories are not the authentic stories of Aesop's, most of them. But I hesitate to say the real Aesop, because so little is known about the historical Aesop, that some have maintained that he never actually existed. So you see, in the beginning, I said that there is no evidence of Aesop and his work. We don't even know that. Actually, I shouldn't say we don't know, or I should say we are not sure, as there is no accurate source of Aesop's existence. So we can't surely say that there was someone named Aesop. It seems, however, that he did exist, although the ancient life of Aesop, which existed before the time of Plato, consists largely of fantasy, episodes of an early legendary figure. Serious scholars like Aristotle and his school made attempts to sort out the fact from fiction and came up with the conclusion that Aesop was not he was not from Asia, as commonly believed in their day. But people in ancient times, Greek people thought that he is Phrygian. A Phrygian is someone who is from Asia, a minor of Asian territory. But Aristotle made sure that there's Aesop is not from Asia, but he was actually from a native of the town Mesembria in Thrace on the Greek mainland, that he believed to be living for some time on the island of Samos. So since Aristotle proved that, Aristotle gave his own opinion about the place from where actually Aesop came, saying that he is not from Asia, but he lived in a town, which is a native town. Name of that town is Mesembria, which was in Thrace, and Thrace was in the mainland of Greek. And he lived there in an island named Samos. This information survives